Well, good evening, everyone. Tonight, doing a bit of something different this evening. Hope you're all doing well. This fine Friday evening. You probably noticed not doing a game I normally do. That's because I just got this a few days ago. So tonight we are playing Surviving the Aftermath. This is a game I actually won from a giveaway through our good friend Charlie Bop. Actually, back in July. At least, was it July? I think it was June. It was either June or July. And she's doing a giveaway. And she was planning to do the giveaway on stream. But due to extenuating circumstances, not being able to do that, so she's done the draw off stream. and I managed to win something. So, and it was thankfully it was the game I was actually after. So, out of everything in the draw, this was, I actually completely forgot that I even entered this giveaway, honestly. So winning this was actually a huge plus. Thankfully. But I figured it is the Halloween weekend. There's as you probably noticed in the top right hand corner, Halloween content. So I figured, you know what, why not? Was gonna do Halloween stream over the weekend, like a Saturday and a Sunday evening stream. But I'm actually going out to a Halloween party tomorrow on the Saturday. And then the Sunday, kind of busy for at least I think I was going to be busy for I think it's okay. And then Monday is usually our Outer Worlds stream night. I was thinking of replacing it with just a Halloween themed night, you know, something creepy, gory, whatever, for the Monday. However, I'm actually planning, I'm disappearing for a couple of weeks, most likely on the Wednesday. I'm not actually sure about this yet. So, I kind of wanted to do like a Halloween theme thing before the weekend. Oh, hold on. Oh my god. Okay, so I've actually been talking to myself the past 5 minutes. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Yeah. So, welcome on in, folks, again. Hope everyone's doing fantastic this evening. So yeah, I totally forgot to unmute my mic. Well, I did. I thought I'd unmuted it. I pressed the button, and there was like a click, but apparently it didn't unmute it. And I only noticed about 4 or 5 minutes later that the button or the light was still blinking on my microphone, telling me that yeah, there's my sound is still muted. So here we go for try 2, right? So yeah, somewhat of a surprise stream this this Friday evening. I was originally thinking of doing a rerun of a particular kind of Halloween themed quest on Warframe. I want to do because I always replay it like around Halloween. However, like tomorrow, I am going out to a Halloween party very shortly after work, so there will be absolutely no time for streaming tomorrow. I'm also working tomorrow, unfortunately, and the day after. So yeah, I won't be able to do like a late night stream, unfortunately. And Monday, of course, is our usual Outer Worlds day. I was originally thinking of doing a Halloween themed stream for the Monday, being Halloween that day. However, because I am planning on disappearing for a couple weeks, which will most likely mean me leaving on the Wednesday, which means there will not be a Skyrim stream on this for this coming Wednesday, unfortunately. I wanted to at least get a bit more done for the Outer Worlds on our Outer Worlds playthrough. So I wanted to do that on the Monday, and if we get to like a good point to like save, and we might do something a bit more Halloween themed on that on the Monday anyway. But I wanted to get a bit more of that done before I disappeared for 2 weeks, because it's the end of the season for me, and going to visit a friend this next month. So doing a little bit beforehand. So a little bit today, and there will be a stream on the Sunday evening, hopefully, if I have don't have anything else going on that evening as well. Anyway, so as you probably noticed, we're doing something a bit different today. Got Surviving the Aftermath here. This is a game I won in a giveaway through Charlie Bop's channel, which I actually technically won back in June. Or sorry, I entered in June and then completely forgot about the whole game giveaway, and everything was going to be like all the stuff that was won was going to be given out on stream initially. Unfortunately, Charlie Bob doesn't know when next stream is gonna be, and it has been a long while, so she sent us the code off stream, as well as all the other winners as well, which I am incredibly grateful. I entirely forgot I won this game. Entirely forgot. So I figured, you know what? Let's play a bit tonight. I did start it up, and I did play the absolute tiniest amount to see if and get it all calibrated so I could actually stream this. There is absolutely no save games on here at the moment. Just did a very quick initial exploration. Went through all the settings and everything. So like all the graphic settings are like as high as I possibly can get it up. As far as I know, there should not be any issues streaming this, unlike the Outer Worlds. So got that going for us. I also, as I was going through like new game, there's like some of the options I did need to actually, or some of the kind of like starting selection stuff I did go and look up for, because it wasn't very clear on some, and we'll get into that in just a moment anyway. As you probably noticed, top right, Halloween content up here. So yeah, there'll be a little bit Halloween. I don't think there's any like Halloween quests or anything. I think it's literally just kind of like little cosmetic kind of stuff, or anything. But anyway, this game is essentially a survival city builder, as you probably guessed from the name. Surviving the aftermath after an apocalyptic event, and you're essentially kind of rebuilding a society on your own in the wastelands. Not quite with the craziness of Fallout, but it's closest to. You know what, I guess we'll, since it is the first playthrough through, I'll pop the music up a little bit, at the very least, for the game. I'll just that for now. And we may as well just jump straight on into it. Yeah, so let's get starting with our new game here. Jump on just one normal game. Prologue. Modern civilization is gone. It fell apart in a time when rivaling superpowers fought over power and ideology. Too focused on themselves, no one noticed what was coming until it was too late. Skies rained down fire as thousands of comets and massive objects pummeled the inner solar system. On Earth, cities were leveled and replaced by vast wastelands. As nations vanished, the remaining factions waged decade-long wars over scraps until there were no armies left to command. Now we are all that remains, looking for a new home, looking for a way to start over in this age we call the Aftermath. Doral, you are entering a post-apocalyptic world where building a new beginning certainly has its challenges. The tutorial guides you to survive and thrive in this hostile environment and helps to learn the basic gameplay, interface, and game concepts. Would you like to enable it? I am going to enable it this time. Because I only did like the absolute first steps when I went outside. I did not get far at all. Okay, so challenge. As far as I get this, like how to put it? I guess it's kind of like overall experience on like, you know, kind of probabilities of different outcomes for events that pop up for this one. In a post-apocalyptic world, dangers are everywhere and every decision can be a matter of life and death. Everyone has felt the desperation and longing to give up. But from now on, we take control. We decide what our fate will be and how challenging the road ahead of us is. Few challenges can be expected. Easy, lenient experience. The worst is past. It's a tough road to walk, but never unfair. Medium, challenging but fair. Perilous road ahead. Suffering cannot be avoided. Difficult, never-ending hardships. Ongoing apocalypse. Life is harsh and unfair. Armageddon for the daring. Survival is unlikely. We're gonna go, it's a tough road to walk, but never unfair. Like, enough randomness, like, there's definitely challenges there, but it's not gonna be continuous kicking your ass down. Catastrophes. Catastrophes are still sweeping across the continents. Extreme weather conditions and natural disasters have become part of everyday life. Is this as good as it gets, or should we push deeper into the wasteland? The worst is past, time to rebuild. Occasional catastrophes. It's a dangerous world, but we'll get there. Common catastrophes. This feels like a huge jump to me. If anything, like, 1 feels like it should have been like few, and then 2 should have been occasional. Common sounds like it's gonna be happening pretty much almost all the time, if it's common. Push forward, the apocalypse happens. Frequent catastrophes and disasters are the new normal. Constant catastrophes. We're gonna go. We'll still go with common. Dangerous world, but we'll get there. Environment. Destruction of unimaginable scale can be seen throughout the planet. Nature's delicate cycle was broken. As the bombardment of different catastrophes never stopped. Once lush areas turned to dry, irradiated dust balls that now cover the scarred land. It is the same everywhere we've been. Cities are demolished, but nature prevailed. Plenty of fertile soil. So it's actually to say this, if there was ever some like catastrophic event and most of the population like in the cities kind of disappears, nature would just take over, like, almost instantly. Like, everything would become overgrown. Nature would just be, like, you would have stuff growing on everything. We actually saw this during the pandemic as well. When there was, like, no one on the streets and, like, stuff just started, like, overgrowing. Wildlife started coming straight into the city as soon as like the streets were like becoming deserted. So it's actually pretty common for nature would actually prevail in an apocalyptic scenario for the most part. The world is desolate but unforgiving, balance between fertile and barren. Land is a barren wasteland. Land is mostly barren and dry, and the land is dead. Inhospitable, barren soil. We'll go with the world's desolate and unforgiving. Survivors. Scouring resources from the wasteland has become more difficult and dangerous as the years passed. What is left is usually contaminated or just broken. We've managed through a combination of survival skills and luck. There have been encounters with other survivor groups as well. Joining with other groups has helped. Abundant starting resources, plenty of survivors. It has been wise to choose who to trust. Average starting resources, some survivors. Trust is a commodity one cannot afford, with scarce starting resources, few survivors, and close families all you need. Insufficient starting resources, and barely any survivors. I'm gonna go with average and some survivors. Because, usually I'd like starting off with pretty much nothing, but because I have no idea what I'm doing, it's nice to have just a little bit of leeway at the very start, at least. So we'll go the kind of normal mode there. Okay, this is one of the things that like I had to look up, and from what I've gathered, ideology essentially just means like a reduction in cost and time of a specific tech or a specific group of tech focuses that you research. So in the wasteland, there's no right or wrong. The only thing that matters is survival. Everyone who's come this far has done or seen as something they don't want to talk about, but that is not the way to build a better future. Let's leave the past behind and choose our way forward. Trust on basic survival skills with tech focus on survival and efficiency. Aim for progress in technology. Tech focus large scale production. And take care of and protect people. Tech focus of health and safety. So I pretty much think survival and efficiency was probably going to see us through the best here. So I'm probably going to grab number 1 here. Specialists, I did actually find out these because like I had no idea when I first went in. So it looks like once you get access to the wider world, you can send these specialists out to do specific jobs, and depending on their specialization, and of course the stats here, will determine how fast you get. Like, so apparently research, initially you can only get by scavenging research stuff, so research for 12 hours, and like here, higher that is yeah, the more research you'll get from specific places, and scavenging is kind of the same but with like various odds and ends. Health and attack, you do get attacked in this game either by, as far as I know, like raiders from other settlements, or just like bands of roaming raiders, or like wildlife itself around you. I've only had one, like when I started, I was unlucky enough to get like a weird infestation attack thing. But apparently the base attack thing, this does actually carry forward into it does apply kind of the same to while they're actually in your camp, and you can get them to like do some scavenging work around your camp as well. So yeah, I went for this person here, Platty, Scavenger, a great Nordic adventurer who claims to have been the Empress of Sweden before the apocalypse. She is an enthusiastic city designer who would not mind taking her troops into great wars. She also claims to have been part of a wizarding cult and to have helped aliens dominate the galaxy. A very talented person indeed. And I also went for Stella, scientist. Was it Stella? Yeah, it was Stella. I went for this one because of the high research efficiency. And I feel like, because we will get more specialists as we go along, and Scavenger and Scientist seemed like the most important right off the bat. And you do have like a selection of others here as well. Yeah, we'll Continue with that. Right. That was like which is not a very large selection of like logos for your settlement here. I wish they had some more. Like, they're nice ones, but I wish they had, like, in some other games, you could actually, like, customize, like, your flag with, like, symbols and, geographical shapes and the like, and then pick your background on that, and, like, a secondary symbol and what have you. But unfortunately, it's like, it's a predetermined, like, logo here, and then just a background color. Which I guess is fair enough, but it would be nice to personalize just a bit more. Also noticed this here, like I watch a guy called Raptor on the YouTubes, and this is his logo to a T, and he plays primarily survival games, so I'm kind of curious if they actually added this in for him specifically. Very curious. Anyway, because I am a BattleTech fan, and I did find these two here that a calling name had to be Clan Ghost Bear. And of course their unofficial motto of Clan Ghost Bear was wait and see. Which I thought was perfect. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. All right, let's why is it? I'm curious why it's only 75%. Because everything was pretty much a normal. I would have expected like 100% difficulty or something like that. Oh well, whatever. You gotta fuck with it. You know, let's just hit random a couple times. There we go. That'll do. Alright, let's jump on in. Make sure your colony can support new survivors before letting them in. That is always good advice. It's like, well, having more workers is great and all. If you cannot house and feed them, then it's a very bad idea. Because that's when you get a cascade failure in any society. Right. So apparently these little things are like restore.
The world is in ruins. Things once considered mundane are hard to find, and habitable land is no exception. A settler has finally found a spot for a new colony. With a place to call home, it is time for a new beginning. Welcome to the Aftermath, survivor.
So, as you probably guessed, it's partially voice acted. It is one of those where it's like, it will voice act like the first couple sentences or the first couple lines, and then you have to read the rest. As I've found out so far. But yes, first task, build the campsite to mark the center of the new colony and start uncovering the surrounding area. So I gotta place it around here at the moment. Also gonna pause the game because any kind of game like this, always pause the game when you first start and take a look around. And since this is essentially where everyone's coming in, so apparently you can upgrade this later into a proper function gate. I mean, I just walked straight over, so whatever. So you can upgrade this to like a proper gate post, where you can pop guards on it and everything. So this is kind of going to be the focal point. And yeah, so this kind of little area around here, this is kind of where I can place. Yeah, there we go. So setting up the colony. So this will be like kind of tutorial quest kind of stuff popping up on the top left here. Time to prepare the area for your settlement. Unpack the campsite by placing it via the build menu. The campsite allows the colony to expand its knowledge of the surrounding area while also working as temporary resource storage. Got it. Okay, so here we go, campsite here. So I can place it here, but as you can see, come out here. So this isn't because I'm on like barren terrain. It's because, as you can see in the top right corner, I can't place on unexplored area. Actually, can I? No, I don't think I. No, I cannot even move him.
The world.
So I can't move him to go look around, unfortunately. So I just have to plop it down somewhere here. Which is unfortunate. It would be nice if you could just, like, move the center around. Like, say, if I came in this area. Oh, we got water there, but it's, like, right on the edge. I can't really... It's a shame. So there's a couple ponds there for fresh water. So this is something I always do at the, like, any time I'm doing any sort of city builder. Pause the game right at the start and take a look at your geographical surroundings. Because you want to find a place where you're going to have easy access to most of your basic needs. And your first two is always going to be food and water. For the most part, if the game you are playing, like, factors those in. And then, of course, you want, like, building resources, like trees. Or in this case, I found it's these kind of wood piles you'd be scavenging off at the start. And, of course, berry bushes. Let's see, where am I gonna... It looks... So, you know... Bit of a cliff there. A lot of barren terrain around here, unfortunately. There's some fertile ground down here, though. Wow, it looks like my closest source of water, if I can, hopefully, I can put water collector on this bank here. Otherwise, but I'm like, because it's right on the edge of the map, I don't know if it's going to allow me to put it down there. Otherwise, I'm going to have to put it, like, all the way down here, or on one of these tiny little lakes over here, and that's a long distance away. Or, oops, didn't mean to do that. Alright, anyways, let's rotate around here. So this is going to be the main road in here. Now pull this, like, a little bit back from the road. Oh, from the entrance there, because I want to have, like, a couple guard towers there in case of attack. Let's put that down first. Let's unpause so we can put this down. We'll quickly build the camp, which doesn't take too much time at all, thankfully. Alright, that's that down. Before we do that, so okay, we've constructed that. So we can either fire a flare to bring the people in, which I did before then and immediately regretted it. However, turns out we actually have some buildings we can put down for free. But here we go. Build shelters. So that popped up a little bit. So your colonists will need shelters to live in. Open the build menu and build a few tents or emergency shelters for the otherwise homeless colonists. And you get the ability to put down 2 tents for free, stockpile of food storage, and a water collector for no resource cost. Everything after those, you need resources for, of which you need those people that you call in. And they get very unhappy if they don't have some form of housing. So we're gonna pop down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this spot here is gonna be kind of a work area. This is where our like storage and kind of processing is gonna be kind of around here. And then we're gonna start popping our like residents down here. So let's bring you one back the road. And put that here and here. Okay, stockpile. Okay, so that's the edge of that. So 1, 2. Actually, let's put it. There's our stockpile, and we'll put the food storage away from. Alright, and the most important thing is our water collector, which I'm really hoping I can build. Oh, okay, it's on the shore. Wait, it is on the shore. What do you... Oh, there we go. Need the highest efficiency. 91. 50. I think it's because... out of bounds. Oh, that sucks. Like, that is the edge of where I can put stuff. Oh, hold on. Aha! There we go. We got it. We got it. We have 100% efficiency right here, right next to our camp. The other map I did, I could get 100% efficient, but like it was very far away from camp. So whoever was working at the water collector had to walk fucking miles. All right, let's get. So yeah, those build instantly. So okay, now before I fire the flare, now I actually know how like the initial shit works. Let's so the storage area also acts like a kind of scavenging collector thing. So I can actually get these guys. So it acts as a kind of a wood scavenging kind of hut thing. So I'm going to get them grabbing these, the closest sources of wood here. And for our food storage, they can actually fetch berries. Oh, there's actually a lot more berry bushes. Fairly close to it. That was a lot closer than I actually thought that this was actually going to be. Oh, if only it was slightly bigger, I could get all those. But that's fine. Give me more than enough there. All right, let's.
There are survivors waiting for a signal from the settler. They are cold and hungry, yet
Actually,
willing to work.
Can I get that? initial colonists to build an extra tent. Before I called them in, and I had guys kind of they were actually short of habitation, unfortunately. Oh, there's actually no one to... Yeah, there's no one to actually build it. Alright, let's...
There are survivors waiting for you.
Keep it flat. Let's get them in already. Oh, actually, cancel the construction of that. Because I actually want to...
Your first colonists have arrived. Prompted by the signal flare, the rest of the group arrives at the prepared campsite. Despite all the hardship ahead, it's time to rebuild and turn this hostile place into a home.
We've reached a milestone.
Alright, because I want to use these larger ones. I know it's a decreased birth rate, but that can actually work to my advantage a bit more. Because I don't actually want to be increasing my population too quickly in this game. Alright, I kind of want to make it like a little community. So, yeah, let's... have some insurance. Okay, yeah, first thing I want to do, because it took me a while to actually figure this out. Plastic recycler, one of the most important things to get, like, right away, because you need a lot of plastics right off the bat, I found out. I think this is like, this is pretty much as far as I actually got. Okay, so, you know what, I'm gonna... Let's put, build next. I want that done as soon as possible. Build space 0, 6. Okay, yeah, that should get them they need. Alright, a good amount of stuff. Yeah, oh, right.
How may I help you?
Probably get her... I wish I could get her, like, plastics. That always seems to be my bottleneck. But instead, I'll get you grabbing some wood. And you, I know you're not as great, but you're still 100% scavenging efficiency, so... some berries for now. This task screen fees. You know, so you can change the game speed in the lower left-hand corner. I did actually notice that. Got it. I'll change it, but I don't want to go too quickly. Oh right, move work area. I'm gonna focus on that, and I want an extra person for doing that. How's the water doing? Okay, we have a surplus of 3 water. Wow, we're actually consuming quite a bit of water there. Let's get some water storage. Yeah, let's pop some water storage in here for those. Colonists, select a colonist. Colonists have arrived and are ready to help the settlement. Help the settlement grow. Carriers are vital for constructing buildings as well as moving and collecting resources, whereas workers are colonists set to work in buildings, producing goods and taking care of the colony. You will need both to keep the things running smoothly. A minimum carrier count can be set from the campsite to ensure this. Now try selecting colonists to see their workplace.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, that's some specialists. There we go. Archie. You have no actual workplace. You are just a normal carrier. You're recycled. Using resources. Resources are the ingredients for everything in your colony. They can be used to construct buildings or refined into more advanced products. Check how many resources you currently have stored from the top bar, and for a more detailed view, see the statistics. Right. Alright, we have some housing. At least, you know what? Task: increase food production. Colonists will need food to avoid starving to death. Stable production can be achieved by building a trapper or a fishing pier. Now build either of these buildings. Got it. Will do. I am, however, gonna build some roads. I found you can make large roads by doing this, and they kind of like just merge together. Dirt roads do actually, I did find out these do actually help a lot in moving folks around. You kind of do need them. Alright, have a look. I think a fishing pier, like if I can, you know, yeah. Hold on, there we go. Yeah, that's the right way. Sure. Aha! I can get 100% there. Look at that. Fantastic. You are going to be next then. That dirt road. You. I've got some water storage. I'm assuming this is like if something's gonna interrupt water production. Like the specialists. Specialists are skilled individuals that can protect the colony or explore the world map. Units can be sent to the world map from the info panel once the gate has been built. As I have not been able to build a gate yet. I didn't get to building a gate in my previous game. I'm definitely going to attempt to get to that stage before stopping the stream tonight. Specialists can can gather some basic resources like berries and wood. When directly commanded, you can easily find your specialist via the specialist menu above and select multiple units by holding and dragging the cursor on the colony map. Got it.
Yep.
Boom. Done that. Okay. Wow, look at that. I'm already down to 9 plastics already. That is how many freaking plastics can I use. You can actually see some of the... I don't know, I can't really get too close down, but you can actually see like some jack-o'-lanterns piled up and some... Oh, and the colonists all wearing witch and warlock hats. At least the kids It's daytime. It is daytime again, and someone's just decided to go to sleep now. Using a row, building roads, very self-explanatory, I think. They also reduce cars' tiredness. Okay, I didn't know that. We can accumulate when walking great distance. That makes sense. You know, I think it might be worth building a second recycler. I feel these plastics are going to be objects underneath the blocking. Oh, it's that wood pile. Well, that's slightly irritating. Let's see, production limits. You set production limits for the resources created by production buildings. You can set limits to save storage space or free up colonists for more important tasks. Got it. Wait, what? Someone getting injured?
Huh?
Oh, poor shelter. Yeah, we have kind of shitty shelter buildings right now. It sounded like someone got injured or something. Oh yeah, so apparently there's like spots of pollution. You can, I assume you can clear it up at a later point. But as you guys go near it, they will get sick. Oh, speaking of sick, let's build a couple medical things. That up first. Anything else? Outhouse. Actually checked all these out yet. I like the last thing. I'm pretty much at the stage I was in my last game at the moment. So there's a burial pit. I assume that's like. Wait, causes pollution? Burial pit? Okay, modest burial pit. Colonists will later rest after the earthly struggles come to an end. Having a decent final resting place for those who have passed away gives some comfort to the living. Destroying the pit will cause a happiness penalty to the entire colony. Corpses decay fully in roughly 1 week, clearing space for those more recently deceased. A burner heats up buildings during winter storms. I guess that'll be a rather vital thing to have. Simple heater designed for small communities. The blaze is enough to keep the closest areas warm and prevents more distant buildings from freezing completely. Fires firewood. Outhouse. Sanitary building. Basic hygiene is a must for a healthy colony. It allows colonists to wash and relieve themselves. Keep outhouses away from other buildings to avoid contamination. Okay. Looks like, what is this? So is it a toilet, or is it actually, it kind of looks like a shower block in a way. Like a bit tall for just like a single toilet. Where should we pop down? I'll build a couple more medical tents here. Let's I want to put another, like, Oh. Colonists can have a hard time taking care of the hygiene in the wasteland. Filthy colonists quickly become discontent and are more prone to catching various diseases. Help them out by building some outhouses. Sadly, outhouses also pollute the area around them, so keep that in mind when considering their placement. People? Oh, sweet. Okay, that opens up a little. Must become dirty if they do not have appropriate access to buildings. Through the personal hygiene, these buildings include outhouses, proper waste disposal, saunas to more effectively wash off the pollution and other debris from their skin. The sauna and its upgrade can be unlocked from the debris. Okay. Remember, the demand for hygiene and upkeep rises with each new colonist, so keep providing them the cleaning facilities. Okay, so it looks like I definitely will need multiple those. Before I put that down, let's put this other one down, and then I kind of... Actually, if hang on, let's see the radius of a burn. That's pretty... Yeah, if I put this... If I put this kind of here... Right? Yeah, put this here... And then have a couple of the larger shelters around it, and then I can put down... I can plan out where I want to put my hygiene building. Oh wow, that was quick. Oh wow, we've gone through... That's a lot of wood we've gone through already. Yep. Oh, I have resources. Oh crap. Okay, I need a carrier. You know what? Let's reserve. Carrier at the very least. What space? I got one shelter space left. Oh crap! I need to. Well,
Yep.
I need to move these berries. I get them. I want them to remove this bush, but I also want, you know, get all the food out of it first. You know what? Let's cancel construction of that. Oh. There of those. Actually, Oh, I totally forgot I actually made that. Yeah, grab as much as you can.
All right. Ready.
Okay, they're actually getting the berries from that now. Some food appears rotten. Okay, so... rotten rations. A weary colonist reports grave news. Some of the food rations appear to have gone bad. Somebody had forgotten to shield them properly, allowing rain and bugs to get in the containers. I'll throw them out then. Bickering about whose fault the situation quickly evolves into a different discussion as the hungry colonists begin arguing if they can afford to throw away precious food, even if a little past its prime. I am pretty, like, considering we don't exactly have great health facilities right now, like, keeping yourselves healthy is probably one of the more important things. And we do have, we're throwing out 20 food. We have 172. So yeah, I'm throwing this out. I am saving you all from getting sick. I don't want everyone getting sick. The food's promptly thrown out as nobody knows what kind of sickness could have gotten into the rations, and if the colony would even have had the capability to deal with the consequences. Few colonists mutter an objection, but most seem to agree that this was the right decision to make. Thank you. Oh, I get 10 happiness, everyone. Oh, fantastic. Finally, sensible people. Sensible people realize, you know, you sometimes you gotta do things that you don't really want to do. Because, yeah, normally I'd be like, yeah, don't... wasting food? No. Like, don't want to waste food. But, you know, when you got bugs crawling all over it, especially considering, you know, irradiated, barren wasteland pollution, especially this shit everywhere. Don't know where those guys have been. Who knows what we would have gotten. Oh, actually, I should be able to... Can I pop one? Oh, what's blocking? Is that the bush? Freaking bush. Can I get rid of the tent and have... No, I don't have the shelter space. Oh, wait, what? Something's off with the shelter.
Not everybody is equally skilled in the art of building, but one of the colonists seems extraordinarily bad at it.
This tent looks like it could collapse at any moment as the poorly sewed tarps slowly rip apart. Regardless, the colonist insists he knows what he's doing. Improve the tent for 12 plastic, or leave it be. Yeah, let's improve the tent. Let's improve the tent. Against his wishes, some adjustments are made to the colonist's home. He seems displeased by the whole ordeal, but managed to mumble his thanks after the work is done. 20 happiness. Yeah, like, trust me, a few grumblings is not quite as bad as having a house fall on top of someone. Ah. Nora is injured. Oh no, it's one of the kitties. Yeah. Go to the medical tent. Quickly now. Alright, the berry bush is almost gone now. Alright, let's too close. Actually, see, I want it close by residential areas. They have access to it. Okay, it's not hot yet, so let's put that on pause for now. Right, we at least have the, like, this stuff coming in now.
How may I help
Let's see
you?
how we doing on getting rid of that bush. We're over halfway there now. Well, we've just hit halfway at least, so that looks like it's not going to take too much longer to get rid of that bush. Oh crap. Let's move that work area. Yeah, let's... Yep, we'll get that stuff there. Next. Oh, this ground looks very fertile down here. I think we're gonna be popping some farms down here. Yeah, that looks very fertile. Ah, Nora's feeling better now. I'm not hurting anymore. That is good to hear. You know what? Let's speed up since we got everything coming. How's the water storage? It's coming, filling up nicely. We could probably let's pop down and yeah. You know what? Let's pop down another storage, shall we? Oh, berries are almost gone. Well, let's get rid of that last little bit. I want that berry bush gone so I can put more housing down. Fantastic. Okay. There we go. That's gone now. Let's see. Alright guys, back to where you were before. Right, let's get this filter down there. And filter down there. Pause on that, because that can come a little bit later. And I think I'll put... So, I'll probably put anything in there, because I don't... It shouldn't contaminate too far. Yeah, let's pop it... far enough, right? I'll go down. Oh, it's because they're going past this pollution here. Oh, that sucks. I'm glad we have the medical tent. It's definitely going through its paces at the moment. Alright, what's the capacity of this again? Okay, so it's 3 for a tent, 6 for an emergency shelter. So as soon as that's built, I'm gonna get rid of these 2 tents here. And I'm gonna pop another emergency shelter over here, and we can free that up for something else. Probably, a guard post later. Hydrate there. The gate. Oh, okay, now it's telling me to build the gate. Building the gate will attract all sorts of people to the colony. It's also your entry point to the world map, where plenty more resources and challenges await. Building the gate costs more than the average building, so keep producing those materials. Yeah, how much does it? It's over here. Wow. Wow, that's 190 wood, 175 plastic. Yeah, that's gonna take a bit. We'll wait until... Yeah, let's finish the housing here first. Let's finish this housing. Quickly as can be. I should be here. Okay, milestones. Complete milestones to earn prestige and unlock new decoration types. Difficulty level and completion speed affect the score. I have 938 for first settlers. Oh. So, new beginning. So I assume this is the first episode. Yeah, first colonist arrives. Okay, that's like the easiest thing to get. That's you can't have even got into the game if you haven't done that yet. Little town. Many hands make light work. We should find increased population to 25. Okay, so increasing populations kind of like the next thing. Nature in my backyard. So defeat 10 hostile wild animals. Okay, I didn't get that last time. Then again, there weren't actually. I didn't get rated by that. I think it was like 2, 3 things anyway. Born, raised, child born in the colony. And then last one is into the new world. Build the gate. Well, I'm about to do the light. I guess they're not really in any sort of order, really. So, can I proceed? Hold off on that. Before I open myself to the outside world. Let's get some more housing done. I really need some more collectors. You know what? We are collecting a lot of plastic at the moment, so I think let's stop grabbing plastics for now, for that building, at the very least. I have my minimum carry account too. I think stuff is kind of slowing down a bit. I think the carriers are also the guys that build stuff as well. Just speed that up a little bit. If I okay, I do get some resources back from demolishing. Okay, let's deconstruct that. Right, we have. Oh, just in time because apparently folks need to wash by the looks of it. Just finished our first outhouse. Yeah, let's around there. Goes up. There. Okay, everyone's kind of dead. Oh, the fishery has been damaged. Human error is to blame.
Colonists is being berated and pushed around by their neighbors.
Apparently they had fallen asleep while working at the fishery, and the little campfire got out of control. Now the building is in danger of burning down with today's catch inside. Yeah, let's put out the fire first. Small group is assigned to put out the fire. They managed to do so, but not before fish inside is burnt to ash. Honestly, I think it was a bit more important to stop the whole building burning down first. We can repair and catch more fish later. Resume. Build next. I just realized it's kind of like The Sims, like all their basic needs here. Yeah, happiness is not in a overall happiness is it's in the middle. It's averaging. They're not like raging at me at the least. Is a good thing. That's probably one of my carriers there. Hopefully they will actually go and have a wash soon. Oh yeah, there they go. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I do need some more. I may have severely underestimated how important hygiene is going to be for this game. Pop another one down. Okay, we've already got the together for that, at the very least. Yeah. Right. Okay, we've got 4 spare spaces, so let's demolish that now. And let's put our last emergency shelter for this little area at least down. Wow, we're salvaging
What's up?
pretty quick. Oh, idling. I should. You know what?
Uh-huh.
You guys get on to that. We need a lot of woods if we're gonna build that gate. I kind of need some more water. It's pretty works for a well. Like, how does that work? A source of water must be built away from other wells. That makes sense. Fertile tiles produce more water than normal ones, while barren tiles produce none. Cannot be placed. Okay. Yeah, we have like a water table. A thing going on here. Okay. Aha. So, 85, 90, and that's in yellow. How does this work? Is this a water table or medium efficiency? So 83 there, but it's like 90 on this yellow stuff. I'm not quite sure how this works. We got 100% there, so you know, let's stick that down. Do wanna make a bit of excess, so we have a safety net, as it were. Oh, inspection construction material. Oh, woods. Crap. This strangers have appeared in the colony. How is this possible? A strange man dressed in a clear raincoat has sneakily made his way into the middle of the colony. He does not seem hostile, but the colonists are baffled by how to get through the defenses so easy. We don't have any defenses at the moment. We don't have the gate. Of course, there's going to be a guy in here. Take it easy. We mean no harm. We are just looking for some warm clothes and shelter. Our small group used to live in the forest up north, but got separated. We are good folk, and if you have met my sister by any chance, she'll tell you that this is true. Please let us stay. I'm going to take a chance on them, because I do need some more colonists. So, let's take them in. Strangers welcomed in, and they quickly rushed to meet everybody. The newest members of the colony seem to have been through some rough times, but hopefully the colony proves to be safer than the wilderness. Oh, they don't. Oh no, they do have some clothes now, apparently. Okay. Fishing structures for well. Well, we have some more folks now. We have some more workers. They're doing the roads. That's good. That's good. Oh, need more water. At least we got a good amount stored at the moment, at the very least. I feel I may need to build another medical tent. Something. Oh yeah, you do need a worker there at least. Oh, probably. Okay. Alright, that's the last one of those up. We have plenty of spare space now. Wait, Nora is mutated? What? Well, that doesn't seem good. Mutated. What does this mean? Injuries and other conditions. Constant infected, mutated or injured. Yeah, what is mutated specifically? Meds greatly increase the speed of recovery. Automatically used directly from storage when available. Medicine helps with the injured condition. Iodine pills, radiation sickness, and antibiotics with infection. To reduce the amount of various infections, consider building outhouses and saunas to keep people clean and healthy. Cold and filthy colonists are more likely to catch infections, whereas high contamination levels can lead to radiation sickness. Left untreated, this can start causing mutation. Take longer to heal. Okay, that doesn't really tell me much on how to... I guess mutations can get healed at the very least, but there was no indication that she was, like, already sick or anything. She seems to be coming down with pretty much everything. I guess that's schizophrenia. Prolonged exposure to radiation is close to it. Why is she running out to, you know, pass this pollution here? Oh, are they... Okay, hopefully that will disappear soon and they won't keep running past this bit of pollution here. During Kung Fu, consume production 3. You need to grab... I got another fishing pier, perhaps. Up here. Pop another one here. There we go. Pop down another fishing pier. Oh, we got a nice amount of water income. So we just pop this down and we got some extra food. Alright, You know what? I think it's about time we... Actually, you know what? Stop popping down the gate. Berries depleted. We have more space to work with here at the very least. Well, does seem to be helping out. So, scout tower, simple towers, scout their surroundings and remove the fog that covers the land. This expands the buildable area. Okay. And it covers new resource deposits to scavenge. They can also defend themselves when attacked. So these are going to be what I want to build. Like, pretty much by my... Okay, let's pop 2 down there. That should be okay for... Now, I'm going to pause construction on these. They'll get done when this gets done, and we are essentially just waiting on the wood for that. Okay, I'm gonna put what I am gonna do though. I'm putting down another medical tent. Actually, like a storm over here or something. Hmm. How are we doing with that? 38 and almost all the plastics there now. Just need wood. Wood is kind of a bottleneck at the moment. That's pretty okay. Also, logging in the lumber. Works down lumber at the lumberyard. Go and cut down trees, and the designated turn into wood. Work at the other side. Okay, yeah, that's. So about the logging camp then. That's kind of seems like the same thing. Turns wood. Oh, turns wood into firewood. Oh, it's essential when cooking and during winter storms. Okay, I feel like I probably should have put it down earlier. Okay, let's you down here. Yes, because I put it at the moment. Oops. Nora, how are you mutated again? Or are you just still mutated and getting healed? Hang on, let's pause that, and you will be next. Need food. Go grab your food already. Go. I don't think Barren Lands is necessarily irradiated, just life there. Oh wait, what are you? Fierce mouse, a wild animal. That is a massive mouse. That is the size, actually, if not slightly larger than a small child. That is pretty much that's bigger than the freaking skeevers and giant rats from the Elder Scrolls. What are we doing on that? 72. You know, let's focus on that, and let's just pause that, because it might actually help us get that. Okay. We just stick our, get our wood into the lumber yard. I feel like just scavenging for the wood is gonna take a bit. Oops. Oh wow, yeah, we've only got like one. Yeah, we'll get rid of that first, and then I will do wood piles there. We've got one there. Okay, there's actually quite a bit up here, and no pollution there, so that's good. Larger map there. We'll get that cleared first. Once that's cleared, I'll probably put down like another 3 outhouses. Nora, make sure I know what they're doing. That they do. They cured mutations in a tent with like no medical supplies. That's nothing short of a miracle, if anything. $19, $40 we need. You know what? We could probably speed this up a little bit. Oh. Alright. Yes, now we need to... Yeah, is that... I'm close. I don't want to send them over there. That's... that. Right. Go get that stuff. Almost got rid of that plastic trash. Don't have enough plastic, that's for sure. At least for now. I have this habit in a lot of games, like, I will have a massive excess of one thing, so I'm like, I could maybe turn, yeah, I've got, like, way more than enough of that. So I kind of, like, reduce production of that, or gathering of that material, and then, like, instantly I am out of it, and I need, like, a crap ton more. There we go. That's up now. And we are building you next. Plastic depleted. Underground plastics. Well, this is a buried deposit of plastic that can be reached only by plastic extractor. The richness of a deposit determines how efficiently extractors can... Geez, 7,752 underground. Like, if... I guess that's under all of them? Crazy. The higher the richness, the better the efficiency. Okay, then. What's this?
A delirious colonist is carried into the camp.
Something seems to have poisoned him, but he's unable to say what. Should the colony be willing to take the risk and try an experimental and intensive treatment to get the colonist healed enough to say what might cause these symptoms? Um, that's a tough choice. I mean, you said poison them. I mean, all right, okay, we'll take the coin flip risk. The information could be worth the gamble. The man is taken into treatment, but as time goes by, his condition fails to improve. The treatment has to be prolonged, and while the poison dissipates eventually, the wound remains infected. By the time the man regains consciousness and talked about a strange rodent that bit him, the vermin is nowhere to be found. A strange rodent that could... That's a little worrying. It's a little worrying. You want? Oh, I am gonna... You are next. People are being treated. Just the one. Oh, we've actually got quite a bit of wood again now. Ooh, gate's almost done. There's quite a bit of construction. Stranger has appeared in the colony, but how did she manage to slip in? I mean, it's not that like the gate. It's not finished. It's not finished yet. Grey sister. The colonists are taken aback as an unfamiliar face appears in the middle of the colony, seeming out of the blue. Before the colonists have time to raise their pitchforks, the woman speaks up. Lower your weapons. I am no intruder, but just looking for food and shelter. Had a small camp to the north of here, but got separated while running away from those space rocks. Is my brother here already by any chance? He can certainly vouch for us. No. Oh shit! It's that other guy. Oh, it's the guy we took in earlier, who got separated from. Oh yeah, we'll definitely take you in. Yeah. Extra 3 folks, always welcome. There we go. There's always a need for helping hands, especially those who already know the area. The grateful few are taken in without a trace of hostility. Regardless, colony defenses should perhaps be updated. We are working on that. We are working on that. We are getting a scout tower up and running now.
Congratulations! You've rebuilt the gate and gained access to the world map. The gate is now
rebuilt
open,
it,
and the vast world stands ready for your specialists to explore. This progress has not gone unnoticed, though. Soon, your colony will begin attracting various folks. Some good, others desperate, some tricksters, and those who just want to see you destroyed.
The gate colonists, or keep some specialists close by to defend yourself from the inevitable raids.
We've reached a milestone.
Nuclear. Oh boy. Okay. The horizon starts turning from blue to toxic green, and the air seems to burn your lungs. These are the first signs of the impending danger. Intense radiation is a constant threat to colonists, buildings, and crops, withering and dying during a nuclear fallout. New seeds cannot be planted before it's over. Severe cases of radiation sickness and thirst take their toll on everyone. Harvest crops on open fields before they wither. stockpile iodine pills to treat radiation sickness quickly, build more medical facilities, or assign more workers to existing ones. Okay, I guess we are definitely building you next.
There are survivors at the gate.
Ooh. How many we got? 8. And there's 1, 2. Oh.
A ragged bunch shuffles slowly towards the gate.
Ooh, scavenger. Open this gate so I'll tear it down. This is my last hope. I have nothing to lose. I mean, you don't have to be like that way about it, you know. Oh, they bring supplies as well. 4 plastics, 4 basic tools, 8 canned fruit, 55 wood. Can always do that. 3 medicine and 104. Robert, scavenger. He has a brilliantly analytical and practical mind, which he never ended up finding a proper avenue for. After being driven to scavenge out of pure necessity, he found his brain to be quite useful in it. Being able to scan through junk effectively, he can make all the difference. I will take anyone right now, honestly. Boom, in. Oh wow, that's the last of our shelter space as well. Alright, yeah, let's resume construction of that. And then another of that. What is the defense thing? Defense power is determined by the gate's current health and number of guards. Upgrade the gate to improve its maximum defense power against increasingly tougher bandits. Like before it gets blown apart? Like how does this number work exactly? Oh yeah, let's deploy another worker here. I think I could make what's a food production? Got an extra 6 coming in. What was the name? Yeah. It looks like it's just farm fields that are going to be affected here. Oh right, forgot about this. There we go. Okay, so this is. There we go. So a museum, which has 500 science points. Ooh, yes. Some basic clothing. That's basic. Go.
What's up?
World map. And send us scientists. Well.
Your
I'm
orders?
gonna send you as well. We'll send get them all ready to go out now. We can scavenge all the things. I want you to go grab that science. We need to start researching stuff. I think
Yes.
Roberts, what's your
Your orders.
200% scavenger. Basic tool, basic clothing.
Okay.
Go get tools.
All right.
You
Going.
go get clothing. Oh, here's some decorations. Sweet, we have a colony banner stand. Catastrophes. When a catastrophe draws near, you need to prepare. For example, burners keep your shelters warm during winter storms. Outhouses raise colonists' immunity, and medical tents heal various conditions. Details of upcoming disasters are visible in the catastrophe notifications, so try to prepare accordingly. It said about like radiation first. Wait, what? Yeah, let's... So, okay, this is the tech tree. I had a very brief look at this beforehand. What we got? So, okay, we got this food, resources, infrastructure, community, and safety. Okay. Bunk bed. You want stuff from here, so let's look at the first kind of tier of stuff we got. So, okay, looks like I gotta do this one first anyway, and then branch after that. So skinning, using every bit of animal is both respectful and smart. Carefully flaying and tanning the animal skin turns into valuable fiber. We don't have a source of fiber yet. So, yeah, we might go for that first. And that leads to hunting crew, work slots +1 for... Okay, yeah. 5 skills, production speed. Or... Wait, is that? Oh, that does fishing piers and fishing pits as well. This also leads into basic farming. Be useful. So look, resources. Centralized repairs. Delegating the repairs in a large colony lets you focus on more important things. Maintenance depot automatically fixes damaged buildings and cleans contamination within its work area, provided it is staffed and supplied properly. Handy. Lumberjacks, additional pair of extra sites, lumberyard and logging camp. Definitely could be very useful. Oh, and that leads into metal scavenging. This is like going into resources. Production speed. Crash evaluation. Okay. Infrastructure. Water pipes. Allow transporting water to buildings via water towers. Building a working pipe system allows the colony to take a step towards Ormond. Stores and distributes water for buildings within a small area. Okay. Immune to pollution. Oh, that does require metal. These into direct heat upgraded. Oh. Warms buildings in a wider radius by burning an increased amount of firewood and directing the resulting heat more efficiently. Okay. Large drums. Oh, large clean water storage. Large amount. Not immediate need, but a nice bunk beds. Scale space is a premium, and some concessions to comfort might be in order to fit as many as possible. Survival must come first, even at the cost of happiness. Ooh, major happiness penalty. Well, that does... It doubles the crowd to 10. It doesn't seem... If it's that much of a happiness penalty. Upscaled tent. Number of small improvements to tent roofing, bedding, and lighting can fix some of the issues with overcrowded shelters, reducing happiness. Okay. That could be very useful. Heavy tarps. Much in terms of comfort, but making the tarps and tents more rigid gives them a bit more durability and lessens the feeling your home might fly off at a modest breeze. Really plus 40%. That could be pretty useful. He's on to education. Oh. Improve shelter. So is that an upgrade or a separate building? Like a separate building. Okay, what about safety? Guardians. Guards are the backbone of defending the colony against hostile animals or humans. Assign people to guard posts so they'll gear up and focus on protecting their fellow colonists and reveal surrounding areas for expansion. Guardpost protects your colony against its enemies and reveal the surrounding terrain. Guards patrol around the building and react to threats nearby automatically or when commanded. They can be equipped with weapons to increase damage. Moderate skill. Okay. Extra nurses, I assume. Extra work slots for tents. And oh, extra that could be incredibly useful. Like, I kind of... It's very hard to actually prioritize, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Oh, we have 250 science already. Okay, that's why it was. Okay, what should we grab first? I feel skinning because it's using. Okay, it's upgrading the hunting cabin, but it's also giving us like. We're getting food and we're getting a new resource out of it. So that does feel incredibly useful. But I do kind of want to get down the road to actually... But it feels like those are the more permanent buildings that I kind of want to start upgrading my stuff. Or like replacing these tents with. But I will need metal for that. Okay, you know what? Let's do the skinning first. And we'll grab. That's. So I got 150 left. Okay, get that going now. And of course, those are depleted. I probably should not worry about while I'm at it. While I'm at it here, and I probably should get a forester as well. So we're gonna start running out of. I have no idea when winter is actually coming. I don't even tell if winter's coming. There's like nothing I can click on there or anything saying when winter is happening. This. I'm like one population away for. Oh, I don't actually. I have no shelter space left. Space. I've got 6 hours before that radiation comes as well. Pop that down there. Just expand our road system a bit. Roads cost not, at least the dirt road costs nothing. And on there. You okay? Wrapper. Trap small animals, tame animals in the forest to provide venison for hungry colonists. Works. Reduced efficiency during catastrophe. Just efficiently in densely forest areas. Or, kind of wanna. Okay, can I? Yeah, maybe. Efficiency. Actually, that's a high. There we go, high efficiency. What if I just like hit there? There we go. Oh god, everything is a very sickly green color. That is very unpleasant.
We've made a new discovery.
Ooh. That doesn't sound... Oh, right, yeah. Beware of intense radiation and heavy rain. Ugh. Alright, so that's done. We go basic farming. Oh, ice fishing. Not even a winter storm can... Auger? A warm coat and some... Let's go towards metal scavenging, because that seems to be what we need to do. Actually, no. Research that. And the warehouse. Multitude of resources stored in different storage buildings based on their type. Proper storage ensures the usability and safety of resources, as well as preserving materials from going bad. Campsite, emergency storage for basic construction resources, food and medical equipment, stockpile. Construction materials like wood and plastic, food, all food types, and warehouse refined items like... Okay. Alright, let's get that warehouse down. Then... This does seem like a good place to pop it down. Oh, damn. We are at negative 12 water consumption. Oh. Ah, they've all
Mission
finished.
complete.
Return
Moving.
colony.
Mission complete.
Thank you. 500 research. That's gonna be super
Okay.
handy.
All done.
And confirm. Return
Okay.
colony for now. 1 second, let me just get rid of that alarm. Right, I am back. Okay. Oh, they're like straight back into the... let's see. I kind of need to... There's nothing else in this area. I need to branch. Oh. That looks like some city up there. Go like directly north here. See what's up that
Yep.
way.
There's a new quest available.
Yes? Yes?
Down to world map.
Huh? your command?
Let's get that stuff in. What's this? Wasteland Convoy. Oh, we have a mutation. That's not good. Hunting open the living beings overlay. Wild animals have been noted to roam around the areas. The area specialists and guards can hunt local wildlife to gain meat and bring security. Animals will always defend themselves, and some do not hesitate to ram into you, even if you are just passing by their territory. You can easily identify enemies, guards, and specialists by selecting living beings in the overlay. Okay. Overlay. Oh, that is super handy. Oh, I wish I knew about this before. Okay, so majestic deer. Nice source. We got a good amount. We had a introduction. So we are a positive of 6 at the very least at the moment, I think. I'm not quite sure how this actually works out, to be honest. Oh, 2 colonists are irradiated. 4 are irradiated. Oops. I feel like we may need another pen. I feel like we will be woefully underprepared. Oh, 6 of them are radiated. Let's see, 2, 4. So we definitely need the other 10 up. Got the trapper up. They'll be up. Oh yeah, let's go check this out in just a moment. Ooh, 93. Oh, there we go. There is. Oh. Efficiency is 93. New efficient. Oh, okay, that's new, so I can actually move the work area around.
We've made a new discovery.
There we go. Pop another one of those out. Okay. Researching. Jeez, getting irradiated right now. Alright, there's not too much I can do about that right now, though. Build next. Oh, I do need water. I don't think I can really do this. Oh shit, that's disabled by disaster? Oh, so they cannot collect water. Can I pop another one of these down? I mean, it's only 79% efficiency, but I feel kind of. Oh, yeah, 80, 81. Ooh. Yeah, let's pop. Pop a well down here, just in this little community area. Let's see, Wasteland Convoy.
There are not many factions out there who are capable of using vehicle convoys to transport anything valuable across the wasteland. But those who are capable usually make sure that the convoys are well guarded and change their routes frequently.
One of these convoys was spotted not too far away, and for some reason this time they seem to be taking the same road as before. Could be a chance to get ahead of them and see if fortune favors the bold. Like, as in, are we attacking this convoy, or are we, are we attacking it, or are we trading with it? This feels like attacking. We'll search for it. We'll search for it. Have a mutation as well. Let's get that medical tent up quickly. All right. Where was the? Oh yeah, health. I think that we'll be going for Guardian next. Yeah, let's work on that medical training. I think we'll get on over there. I know this isn't gonna, like, this radiation thing isn't gonna be a permanent thing, but I think it'd be good to prepare for the next one, especially when we start getting more colonists and everyone's gonna be coming down with like radiation sickness at the same time. I say that. Alright, now we just gotta heal the ones that are already sick. Alright, okay. Carry over to clean it now. Clean the medical tent is. Oh, we are out of workers to. Oh, yeah, because everyone's freaking sick at the moment. Well, water's is okay at the moment. Let's move this. Start chopping these trees down here.
We've made a new discovery.
Okay. Oh yeah, I need metals. How come the advanced one right next to the plus one? Search there, okay. Yeah, like over there. I don't. Hopefully. Oh, right. I totally forgot to actually send this guy. Take a look over here. It looks like there's going to be a lot of city stuff over there. And colony. Specialists need to carry scavenged resources back to colony. Convenient option is to use the return colony button on the specialist panel, which automatically creates a route back home. I've just used. After giving a return command, specialists move towards home every turn until they reach the colony. You can also bring them back manually, especially if you want to make a detour on your way back. When resources are dropped off, the colonists must move them to appropriate storages for safekeeping. If you ever happen to lose sight of your colony, you can easily get back to it by pressing C. Okay, got it. That guy's being treated at the moment. Let's see. Yeah, I still have loads of stuff stored here. Why is it not going? Oh, wait, do I have to record this? Loud. No, God. How is our food? Okay, let's move that work area. Bit there. Actually. Oops. Okay. What else have we got? Good. Guess that means cold? I don't know what that means. Oh, warm. Okay, that's warm. Chile. Soil oh, that's soil fertility. Not like water table. Okay. Oh. Well, there's some... Okay, that pollution area is way smaller than I thought it was. Okay, okay. Living beings. Water. Okay. Good. Okay, I guess it's because there's no resources. Oh, that stuff. Okay. Building. Health. Okay. That's good to know that it's not actually as bad as I thought it. Only be found and produced. Right, let's run this road. Have a thing, but I do want to start building some farms down here. At some point. Okay, you want? I think I could just get rid of this at the moment. We're getting a steady stream of... I'm probably gonna regret it. What? We can get rid of that for now.
We've made a new discovery. We've reached a milestone.
They got that new thing figured out? Oh, right, okay. Metal scavenging, yay! But I don't have anyone to actually work there at the moment. 100 doohickeys. I'm living. Do they require anything? Does it? They need to be catched by water. Does not say. Okay, so yeah, those. Okay, yeah, those are separate buildings. Do they do anything? That's a separate. I know I'm like looking way far down. Oh, okay, that. Nice. Ah, Route 10. Okay, okay, this makes more sense. Okay, alright. Alright. Let's start going down here. Also, building a school does sound good. Okay, let's start going down here now. Plain orange. Oh, unlock 5 tax. Nice. Okay. Wait, we have a new... Oh yeah, scrapper. Animals potential construction material, and both can be further recycled into valuable. Alright. We got some metal nearby. Any sources of metal? Anywhere at all? Plastic. Plastic. Yeah, it doesn't look like there is a... Oh, maintenance depot as well. Okay, do need more housing. So let's that a little bit away at the very least. That down. We will get rid of that eventually. That's probably quite far down the line, but you know, actually, come on, let's get rid of that. Don't want to look at that. You done? Ah,
All done.
fantastic. Okay, we have. Ooh, dead rats. Oh. Hmm. Oh shit, there's like 12 of them. Okay. Hmm. Okay, we've got antibiotics there, medicine there. I'm surprised there's not more in that area. There's a hazard there. You want? Let's go get those antibiotics.
Your orders right away.
Reporting in. Yes?
World maps. They're ready to go. Let's see.
How may I help? Okay.
Yay! Scout.
Consider it done.
This is pretty urban. I mean, that's more of... I was kind of expecting to be scavenging kind of in these city areas. More than anything. Okay. Okay. Hostiles in the colony. Oh, we've only got 2 guards. Oh, there's a lot of those. Oh, these are the things that attacked me last time. They weren't quite in those numbers, though, last time. Oh, I'm gonna have quite a few repairs to do after this. Hold on a second. Well,
We've made a new
2
discovery.
guards. Wait, oh, they defend our colony. Get the fuck away from my buildings. Like, what's critically damaged? Oh, that's not good. We will repair that. Also gonna repair that.
We won the battle.
Hey, we won! Guess they retreated? Right, everyone back to work. So yeah, apparently when you do that, I did see in a post while I was looking up some of the other stuff for the start of the game as I was going through. Apparently, using the alarm decreases. There we go. Alarm state apparently gives them unhappiness condition as well. Need to upgrade these so they actually got boosts. Yeah, I got no more tech points. Game. Well, animals. Okay, we're going to need. That is. Okay, let's find. Okay, can we get someone to please put the fire out here? Can we prioritize this, please? Please, guys. Okay. Oh, what? No, we don't actually. Nope. We don't need firewood right now. We need folks to repair shit. Okay, I need wood for that. Ugh. Yeah, where's our work? Oh shit, we don't have any more. Get this. There. And there. Oh, let's get stuff down there. So that is just a tad closer. Alright, where might be metal? Oh, that looks like a town. Kind of. I'll speed up just a tiny bit. Can someone please... Oh, right, yeah, we need freaking wood coming in. Yeah, I need this kind of prioritized, because it is on fire! Oh, there we go. Well, now that's done. Time, guys.
We have bandits at the gate.
Okay, bandits. Prepare for battle. Bandits and other hostile folk will pay you visits from time to time, and there's a good chance that these conflicts will escalate into a firefight. Gather specialists and guards the gate, or try to buy some time by bribing the bandits. When a battle breaks out, you can set an alarm stake, keep the path safe during combat. Wait, can I? Is there like a closed gate? No, apparently not. Alright, let's see what they
These
want.
people have clearly been through a lot. They look frail and are likely easy to overpower. But the look on their faces makes it clear they're desperate enough to do anything.
Please, we won't last. Okay. They said raiders, but they just sound like, from what this is telling me here, like we're on. Please, we won't last for much longer. Can you spare a little food? Like, so far, this does not sound like bandits / raiders. They just seem to be like just desperate for food, if anything. And we have way more than enough here. I think we could actually give them a good amount there. Give them, if we give them a lot of food, would they give us something in? Maybe. Or should we give them a little food? I mean, we have more than enough, and like food has not been a problem for us so far. We have a lot of. Travelers don't seem to believe their eyes as the food is carried out to them. Thank you so much. It's not much, but please take this. The woman hands over some silver. The group heads off with heavier pockets and lighter hearts. Oh, that's all I just gotta see. Yeah, if all you're looking for is food, like it's not like they're coming like, wanting your money or wanting your fucking drugs or something. It's like, no, I just want food to live. It's like, in my mind, it's just like, no, you have it. We have plenty. There's no reason for me not to give you some food so you can survive. And we have quite a lot as it is. So, there you go. Yeah, let's, there we go. I'm expanding your work area. We do need some more. Let's go coming in there. We do have some 6. Could upgrade those to crowded ones. Don't particularly want to do that. I think it's injured. What happened to you? Fresh Remains of a rat beetle. There's still some meat left to scavenge. Oh, okay. Edible beetles, apparently.
Mission complete.
Hello. Useful knowledge can be gained by researching this location. Build a research outpost into the sector to get access to the knowledge it holds. Oh, that's kinda cool. So it's a passive. So I can't do a thing that basic decaying houses. Well, apparently there's like a moon rock. Get iodine build. I don't want those.
Of course.
Scout there for me. Beat a bandit. You've encountered bandits that have taken over a location. In order to scavenge the location, specialists must defeat the bandits first. Some groups are stronger than others and might need multiple specialists to beat. Oh wait, that's okay, yeah, that's a museum there actually.
Yes?
Oh, I'll need him to come back and cover some health after he's done. Alright, let's head back to... Oh. Some clothing. Oh, we have a lot of currency. They have a lot of silver now. 1,069. Nice. Oh, I really do need some of that science. Things are going well so far. No one is sick. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that because I just don't have the people to man it right now. Right. Plastic. That? Oh. That. So, you know what? I don't need quite as much of the plastic. Let's move you to there. We can finally scout this area, and hopefully we can find some metal. Because we really need some metal, and this kind of looks like a place that might have something at the very least. I am hoping. You really need some scrap metal. How's the warehouse? We have nothing in there. I kind of want to move this stuff in. Oh, right, yeah. Leave that there. Okay. Oh, we have maxed out our fresh water storage. Pulled a couple more of these actually. I kind of want to stockpile as much fresh water as I can. Let's pop another one there. Fine. Ooh, we can recruit a specialist. Let's hope it's one we need. Another scavenger. 50, 20 recovery. 9 health is pretty good. I can recruit specialist. Yeah, you want recruit. Done.
Your command?
Alright, sending you to the world map. Let's get some stuff scavenged.
Your command?
Let's see. Basic tools. Iodine pill. Just some iodine pills. What are you doing? Good. It's still okay at the moment. Because the places are radiated. That's why use. Now for medicine. It'll take them a while, but let them get there. Okay. You. Oh, so for this, are we no tools, perhaps? If I have basic tools, I guess okay, whoever's there will probably go grab some more shortly. How's exploration going here? 40%. Next, wait. Plastics again. Specialist. Ready. Oh.
All done.
What do we got? Ooh. That's pretty hazardous for just 16 pools. Candy bars. Four of them. Scientist.
Yes.
But you know what?
Can't complete the order.
Go back there.
Yeah. What you need?
Does that mean there's only one left, or have you only taken one? Probably like one left, right?
Yes?
One left. I hope. I assume?
Ready. Can't do that.
Go. Okay, what? Oh, that's... What is that, like a lab? Need to make... Actually, you know, that is... Ooh. Jeez. Okay. Okay. Need to find out about these outposts and how we do shit with that. Does that look very... I assume that is just pure pollution. Doesn't actually say. Probably nothing there. Yeah, what's it so far? I'm disappointed have not found anything for this area yet. Gotta have some sort of metal somewhere, right? That is disappointing. That is very, very disappointing. As apparently. What about these ones down here? Oh. No good as well. Might be worth a burial pit. I know how the... Like, I feel I do need to add at least, so it does make pollution, and I don't want my guys going past it all the time. What are you up to at the moment?
Huh?
Yep. Not gonna work. Sorry, can't do that. Uh-huh. Not going to happen.
What's up? All right.
freaking meteors and shit. Just hitting everything. It's not good. Well, at least this is getting repaired already. Well, shit, that just came out of nowhere. Well, these repairs are already on the way. Get rid of this bush. Let's scab the bugs. Any injuries or deaths? I don't think we've got any deaths. No, it doesn't look like anyone's died.
Yes?
All right.
Reporting in.
Uh-huh.
Can I? Like,
Not gonna work. Mission complete.
return colony.
Shoot. Locked and loaded.
Yes?
Oops.
Moving.
Your command. Can't complete the order. Sorry, can't do that.
Gonna have them both attack them. Make sure that they come out on top there. Alright, it might be worth making some single family. Because increase birth rate. I think we need a few more kids in the area here. So let's couple of these at least. Pop a burner. Side. Don't really want to look at those. Don't lie. Let's put a couple more of those down though. Okay. Upgrade these just. Oh, hold on. I just realized I have not actually upgraded. Yes. Can we upgrade that like immediately? There we go. We got enough resources to, at least thankfully. Let's speed up a little bit. These guys. Okay, there
How
we
may I
go.
help?
All right. Engaging hostile.
Reporting in. Negative. Not going to happen. Do that.
Uh-huh.
Ready. Not going to happen.
Ooh, sound is getting a bit choppy for some reason. I think that's because I'm because I'm streaming right now. Hang on, let me quickly check my Steam and make sure that's not downloading anything today, because it has downloaded a few things today. Oh, it does have a lot of updates scheduled, but thankfully nothing is actually downloading right now. Oh, wow, it's a large B Rising update. Like a Halloween event thing. Do we not have any builders for this? Well, someone should clean them up before more get hurt. I wish we could. I really do wish that we could. How am I getting currency? I know how am I generating that? Kind of curious.
There are survivors at the gate.
Oh. Right. Hello.
A ragged bunch shuffles slowly towards the gate.
Oh, that's a few elders. They say the lands up north aren't permanent. Goldfish, 3 antibiotics, 75. Honestly, I just want the manpower. I will totally accept them now.
We've reached a milestone.
Oh, we've hit Little Town. We just need to defeat 10 hostile wild animals. A child born in the colony. Oh, they are infected? Oh yeah, they came in, they were in quite a state when they got here. That is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Oh, we're low on clothes. Ooh. Right, how are we doing out here?
Mission complete.
Confirm, return to colony. Oh. Pools. Iodine pill.
Shoot.
What are you doing? This recovery health is at night. Okay, send to the world map. Oh, we're not doing so good for we really need some better tents. But we're not getting very lucky for yeah, what's the basic what is I don't know what's going on with my sound right now, but it's very choppy right now, and I do apologize for that. clothes. We really do need clothing. Which that's doing okay at the moment. Need clothing though. Right. Look, what do we need for actually? What would that be under? Probably. I want to say resources. Oh, here we go. Ah. Oh, that's like right next to the. Oh, crap, we need metal. Oh no, wait, hang on. Taylor need. Its input is fiber. Don't have right now. Have we found any new... Apparently not. 100% scouted. Yet. No new resources. How disappointing. Our little friend has been lost in her home.
A small girl approaches with watery eyes and snot running from her nose.
I can't find my cat. Please, she must have run away. I can't sleep without her. The girl begs, her voice cracking. Combing the nearby woods for the cat is an option, but is it really worth it? Hell yeah, I gotta find that cat. Few colonists venture out to look for the cat. The girl is beaming with joy, but the rest know that success is uncertain. However, the party soon returns with a massive white cat who, judging by the fish the party is also carrying, had been hunting by the nearby river. Lady Fuzzy Whiskers, the girl squeaks, embracing the cat who immediately begins to purr. 20 happiness and plus 10 to our fish stocks. Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Let's... I don't want to put down too many emergency shells because I'm going to need 125. Yeah, that at any time. Are they not dead yet? 70 of 80, 80 of 90. Okay, they're almost dead. How many is left? Probably doesn't look like too many by the looks of it.
What you need? Consider it done.
Yes?
How may I help?
Huh?
Is on
My pleasure.
okay, back to the colony. How much? We got 8 free spaces. That'd be enough. Radiated. That. Now, if I unman power, does it become unscouted? I have no idea, honestly. Aha! Scrap metal, finally. Boom, boom. Work area. Oh, oh no, what the hell? Cause of death, old age. Oh crap, we need... Oh, we need a burial pit. Oh, I really should have done this a while ago, honestly. Right, let's pop this over here. And then it's out of the way. Go. Cares little about personal safety while scrounging for life has always been unfair. Cares little about personal safety while scrounging for valuable items. Yeah. Well, the cause of death was old age, so thankfully wasn't due to anyone.
We won the battle.
Bells have been defeated.
Sure thing.
All right.
While you
My pleasure.
be 238 science points. Okay. We really do find clothing.
Mission complete.
Please be clothing somewhere. Basic tools. Basic tools. For the outposts that I can. No. Ah, okay. Go scout over there. Okay, you're starting with Okay.
Yep.
Go to the world map for me. We are not having much luck on the world map. We are finding plenty of tools, but not much else, unfortunately. It's not the greatest. Powder trees. Well. Good. A lot of metal. Anyone gone to grab that body yet? Jeez. Oh, right, okay, it's not actually finished yet. Henry. We'll get now, symptoms done. Got an achievement. There's like 50 healed people in these tents. Let's get it. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot. Okay.
Your orders?
Right. What is that? 19 basic, 17 basic tools, and no hazard.
Moving.
Tools. Let's go scout this area. See what's there. Oh wow,
Halfway
you're done
done.
already? Holy crap, that was quick. That was stupidly quick.
Okay.
Turn. Now. Right, at least we can actually research something again. Get to that communal living. Oh, what's the thing I was looking for? Oh, clothing. Okay, we'll have to be we'll have to do this one first, and then we'll do education. Okay, you guys taking a back, yeah? Okay, there we go. Wow, you just literally just scooped her up into a box. You just cut her into pieces and put her into a little box, taking her remains back. Okay, I was not expecting that. I was expecting him to actually bring a body back. Yeah, let's pop on. I'm feeling we should probably pop on like a little bit of music at least. Yep. Right, there we go. A bit of background music on at least. Okay, let's see how long have I been up for now. 3 hours, 11 minutes. Yeah, I could probably call this in the next. So we'll call it like, yeah, well, you know what, I'll call it half past, and And then we'll head on off, probably. Yeah, 1:30. I'll call it for the evening, I think. It won't be around tomorrow evening, as I will be out. Sunday might stream a bit. Monday will be our usual Outer World stream, as always. Slot filled for that. Okay, what's it gonna be done? No, she's on her way to Galton. Oh, we can go recruitment specialist. Please be another scavenger. Attack, so you'd be good. You know what? Yeah, screw it. Yeah, let's recruit him.
What's up?
Send you to the world map.
What's up?
And map. We need to find some shit. Laura is now an adult. Think. Oh, you are getting rather contaminated. You should probably head to. No. Oh, you guys are gonna stick.
Yes? Not gonna work.
You not?
Yes.
Alright, 17 basic tools.
All right.
Go grab us some tools. Oh yeah, you're gonna fucking murder through those guys. Alright,
Not gonna work.
go for it.
What's up? Your orders?
Yeah, you go kill those guys instead. You
Okay.
go and scavenge that trailer park for us. No, that's more basic tools. I need clothing though. Holy crap. Do I have any fiber? Hang on. No, I've got no fiber. Why I got no? Weird. Upstairs, she has some kind of idea. I don't know why we have a gate in place. Everyone just seems to walk straight past.
One of the colonists, a meek woman no one has really paid attention to before, comes to view.
She says there's something important she needs to inspect in the woods, but cannot really explain what it is. It's something about mushrooms medicine. Her speech is broken and she cannot find the right words. Too dangerous, she can go. I mean, if she wants to go, she can go. I mean, she understands how dangerous it is. Oh. Paxton is in the forest. Night goes by, and the next morning's halfway through. He still hasn't returned. A rescue party is deployed. They find her lying next to some mushrooms, visibly ill. Whatever tests she made with the mushrooms by eating them, they failed. Yeah. Why you do that? Why you do that? That was silly.
We've made a new discovery.
Henry is ready. She affected. Henry is mutated. It's not going too well. Yay, we finished our handicraft. Alright, you want short. I'm like just a few short. Yes, you are glowing, apparently. Sending all you guys through that radiation there. Alright, you know what? Send you guys down there instead. Probably have better luck. You know, let's build an extra medical tent or two. Now we actually have a few more colonists. Wait, have we done? Oh no, we like one more for new beginnings here. Ah, Taylor. Right. Taylor. Ooh, our, yeah, I just realized our water collector looking down quite considerably. Nice. Ooh, 100% efficiency. Look at that. Boom, you're going there. And I will put storage for that. I should make some tools as well. Fiber, we don't seem to. Oh no. Where it gets listed. Oh, hold on a sec. Nope. Oh, okay, there we go. There's a fiber. I think everyone's getting infected. They're the ones that don't have the glow at the moment. a little bit. Oh, hold on. Okay, about time. No. Wasn't the one.
Job done.
You. What do we got? Aha! 237. Okay, what we got here? Oh, there's
command?
clothes. There are clothes. Don't medicine though.
Attacking.
Go get him. Oh, she's still in the colony.
Yep.
World map. Wandering merchant. Oh, sweet. Oh, hello. I was not expecting that.
A big van stands by the gate. The back has been opened, revealing an assortment of miscellaneous goods.
Can I not buy them all? I would gladly give all this food for all that they're offering. The big van stands by the gate. The back has been opened, revealing an assortment of miscellaneous goods. Next to the van stands an eccentric-looking man. Good day. May I interest you in some goods? He asks. I need the freaking science points. So there we go. Thank you kindly. I'll make sure to visit again with new goods. Until next time, the trader calls. He packs up, whistling happily, and drives away. Good day, sir. Right. Research, education. Fix per emergency shelter. I'm going to start with that one. I'm going to put the shanty up. We'll move into the other emergency shelter, and then we'll just gradually go around and upgrade all of these. Not finished yet. I mean, I guess it's a metal structure, so that's going to take a lot longer. There we go. Oh, okay. We can only have one guy actually working there. That's kind of a shame. Oh. The first flakes of snow and morning frost are telltale signs of an approaching winter storm. Colonists struggle to keep warm as the weather quickly shifts from chilly to freezing with heavy snowfall, burying everything as fast. Burners keep shelters and workplaces warm inside their effective radius. Colonists exposed to freezing weather get cold. Cold turns to hypothermia, causing health loss. Clothes slow effects of exposure, upgraded ones even better. Crops and lakes eventually freeze, halting production. Animals and ranches can die without a heater nearby. Okay, right, let's grab another burner, shall we? Let's get another person into that logging camp. I think we're gonna need to stock up on the firewood there. We're going to. they can't fish during that. Okay. Is everyone getting sick?
Huh?
Yeah. That.
Okay.
Yep. Weather's getting colder. Oh, and Emily's radio. Why is everyone getting sick again? Okay, how is... Okay, it's because of walking past that. Okay, what if I remove this road here and instead off the dirt road further up here? Oh, why would you walk across that? Fucking idiot. We need more firewood.
We've made a new discovery.
Yay. And now, and research. Finally. Have a look at this right now. Be heated when storm. This radiation not destroys as easily as temp. Whereas tents, not so much. Provides little protection against pollution and destroyed by. So. Low on clothes, yes, I know. Boy, do I know. Ooh, cauldron. It was a tough decoration. Oh, come on, so I don't know what you get. Freaking. That is. Oh, geez, those look kind of valuable. burn pit up here. Feel like I should. Now before we all start freezing to death. Oh, and there we have it. And the burners go on. Oh shit, we out of plastic already? I would like a load of plastic. Okay, we don't need to go out that far right now. Still green over there, though. I don't know what the wood burner's doing. Pop one there as well? Hope not. Is that gonna get destroyed? I don't know how. So I guess it just stops it from working, maybe?
We've made a new discovery.
Task builder burner. I already have. Yeah, colonists will struggle to keep warm when summer subsides and winter creeps in. Warm shelters and workplaces up by building heating solutions like burners nearby. Burners inner radius provides enough heat to keep both colonists and buildings warm, while the outer radius only gives mild benefits. Without heat, buildings freeze and colonists can become hypothermic. Carriers keep burners running with firewood, which can be produced by logging camp. Oh. I don't know. No, I don't have enough for anything else there, which is fine. So 8. Let's... this. Oh shit, that's actually smaller. I didn't realize how small that was. Okay. 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 Oh, wait. You are out of range? Oh, you are out of range of burner. Oh, that sucks. It's out there at all. Stop getting irradiated. Really outer rates, yeah, okay. Mild benefits that at the very, very least. Okay, I think this is where we're gonna save it for this evening. We're gonna raid on out. There we go. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, even though it was an impromptu stream. Backing up main menu here. Let's see who we're gonna raid out to. I hope you guys stay for the raid. Let's see. All right. Then. Who are we gonna raid to tonight? I don't really have a. Oh, actually, let's raid out to Dizzy tonight, I think. Haven't raided Dizzy for a while. Right, so just remember, so Monday we are going to be doing our regular Outer World stream, and that'll be the last one for a couple of weeks, because I will be disappearing for about 2 weeks. There won't be a Skyrim stream on Wednesday, unfortunately. And I do apologize for that. But, yeah, we'll attempt to... or I'll let you guys know when I'm back. I will give more info on the Monday during the Monday stream. I will probably be streaming on the Sunday as well, possibly. Other than that, have a fantastic evening, everyone. And I will catch you guys hopefully on the Sunday. But definitely on the Monday, if not the Sunday. So have a good evening, folks, and see you next time.
She walks down the top corridor, touching the walls with her cold, pale fingers, as touching my...
The box. You opened it. We came.
Hi, Tiggy! Welcome in, Raiders! How was your stream? What was you streaming?
Not a problem.
Thank you for doing the shout out, Charlie Bob.
That is an arm or part of an arm with a hand attached to it, and I want to say a camera? I don't know what the fuck that is.
Looks like a camera.
Body part.
Hawthorne. You get it? Something's happening.
It went well. We're streaming Surviving the Aftermath, a one from Charlie's giveaway.